Hello everyone! Previously in this course we have seen that environmental light can have different colors. We can say that during the day the lighting has a normal color. But when we get closer to the sunset, these colors tend to get more orange. In other words, the light is warmer. Not only the light color is affected, but also the height of the light source. The light will not be casted from above anymore, but more from a side. Keep this in mind because the shadows will therefore also be different. Take a look at this example. On the left we have the sun above the model. And on the right we've got the sun during a sunset. From both images we can conclude that the color is different and the way the light leaves a shadow. The sunset is often called the golden hour. This refers to the warm or golden color, but also to how magical the colors are. Exposure is the amount of light we let the camera enter. Usually we want to expose correctly, so that we can see detail in the shadows and in the highlights. But when filming during a sunset, you might want to underexpose a little bit. Here's the trick. Look at this video clip. It was shot with a normal exposure. We can see Kim looking at the sunset, but the sun is actually overexposed. It's too bright. In such a scenario, we're going to lay the focus on the sun, and we want to make sure that the highlights are exposed correctly, without having to look at the rest. Let's take a look at it. The colors of the golden hour pop out way more. Speaking about underexposure, this brings me to the next technique, which looks great during a sunset: a silhouette. In this case, you must definitely aim your camera to the sun so that we have much light coming into the lens. At this point, you want to close your aperture so that your object is completely black. We don't want to see any more detail in the subject. And that is how we film a good silhouette. When filming during a sunset, we tend to aim the camera towards the sun a lot. And for a lot of reasons that's also good. But we must not forget to look behind us sometimes. The orange colors from the sunset is something very recognizable. Objects or people that are being lighted from the sunset have a very magical color. So in this example, we've got Kim looking at the sunset. And instead of looking over her shoulder, we now film her face. Now, because of the colors, the viewer will know she's looking at the sunset. It's so recognizable. And if we look at her skin, it looks great. It looks very natural and warm. Alright folks, it's time for a conclusion again. The sunset gives us very orange or warm colors. It's therefore named the golden hour. Make sure you capture this gold by exposing your camera on the light and not on the subject. Even if you underexpose too much, you can create beautiful silhouettes. Now, sometimes it's also good to look behind you to where the sun is shining on. Skin tones look great with this warm light, so make sure to take advantages of that. In the next video lesson, we'll be looking at reflectors and how to use one of those. Thanks for watching.